They forgot Yahya, Salakia. Indeed, my people have forgotten, nor do they understand the prophecy upon their very own, nor do they remember the days of old, an event that took place with one of our forefathers, Elijah. For that prophecy in 2 Kings chapter 18 is similar to today, for it is called the prophecy of Elijah. Now, what did Elijah do? Elijah turned the children of Yasharallah from serving the idols of Jezebel and Prince Ahab, right? The prophets of Baal, right? By proving that it is Yahweh who speaks and confirms and does all things in the face of the prophets of Baal and Jezebel and Prince Ahab, showing that it is Yahweh who does all these things, and idols of wood and stone can't even hear nor speak, let alone barak them, bless them. Right? It is Yahweh who does these things. So when you go read Malachi chapter 4 verses 4 through 6, remember the law of Masha, my servant, which I commanded him in Horeb for all Yasharallah, with the statutes and judgments. Right? Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet, but it shall say Elijah the prophecy, for this is a transliteration. Then it says, before the coming of the great and terrible day of Yahweh, for we as the children of Yasharallah, the so-called Negro, we are awaiting the arrival, the return of the anointed King Yahweh of hosts, to return and be that stone that knocks out all the nations that rule today. The nation of Edom, the Amalekite Edomite, grandson line of the original Esau. That's Daniel chapter 2. For we are awaiting for him to knock out this fifth kingdom that has dominion. For the first kingdom was the kingdom of Babylon. Second kingdom was the kingdom of the Medes and Persians. The third kingdom was the Greek kingdom. The fourth kingdom was the Roman kingdom. And the fifth kingdom, during the feet and toes of Daniel chapter 2, when you get to the feet and toes and Yahweh smashes it, dashes it into billions of pieces and sweeps it away, for that nation shall be no longer that nation of iron, and that nation of clay. The iron is the Amalekite Edomite, who is the bankers, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the elite, the powers that be, the Illuminati boys, those who have dominion. They are the iron, and the clay. The clay is the nations who they made allegiance and ties to. When he knocks out that nation, right, and then sets up his kingdom that shall stand forever and shall cover the world like a mountain, right? It says it shall fill the world like a mountain. For Yahweh shall be everywhere throughout the earth, and they all shall know who he is, for he is king. And he returned to anoint himself as king only. We are awaiting that great terrible day from Yahweh. And what's going to prompt Yahweh to do that? It's the remnant of his people. See, this is why I choose to not to divide myself among my people. If you're into the New Testament, I will add you and talk to you. If you have problems spiritually, biblically, I will talk to you, work with you, and give you counsel and be a brother, be a friend unto you. Because of the prophecy, right? A remnant shall return. And there's no need for us to be divided amongst each other based upon belief, interpretations, and ideologies and doctrine. More importantly, divided because of the Old Testament and the New Testament, which only means Old Covenant, New Covenant, right? But that's a whole nother video. I'll deal with that later. During this series of the world is looking for a Savior, and Yahweh of hosts is his name. But this is why I choose not to divide myself amongst my people. For what's going to prompt Yahweh to return is, and Yahweh shall turn the heart. Okay, let me take that back. This prophecy, I'm sorry. Kind of got confused with the he. This prophecy right there. So it should say, and this prophecy shall turn the heart of the father, no S, to the children of Yasharallah. So the prophecy of Elijah, what the original Elijah did, shall be in correlation to what this is. So go read 2 Kings chapter 18 and see what Elijah did. I explained it, but read it for yourself. The people turned from idolatry and returned to Yahweh alone. Right? And this prophecy is taking place right now. And only a remnant is going to return to Yahweh only. Ezekiel 20, chapter 20, speaks about the purging that Yahweh is going to do among the children of Yasharallah, the so-called Negro, right? So it should say in verse 24, and this prophecy of Elijah shall turn the heart of Yahweh, who is the Father, to the children of Yasharallah, the so-called Negro, and the heart of the children of Yasharallah shall return back to the Father, Yahweh. That's how it should be written, translated, and put together. But our great common enemy, the Amalekite Edomite, mistranslated this on purpose to keep us divided in confusion against one another. For they are the number one enemy of Yahweh. In Numbers chapter 24, verse 20. Read about Amalek, or Amalek, however you want to pronounce it, right? Then it says, lest Yahweh come and strike the land with a curse, right? Or Yahweh shall come and destroy the land. So this is why it's not important to go against one another. And I find it very uncomfortable when I commune and congregate with those who are into the New Testament. And I have no problem. But you have a problem and choose whatever you believe in, whatever man, or whatever deity, right? Whatever name you want to call them. Yahusha, Yahushua, Yeshua, Yasha, Yashaya, whatever you want to call him, right? You chose the idol, the deity, over your own people, over Yahya. I don't do that. I look at my people as Yasharala and wait for this prophecy right here. That's very important. Now, this is part 3. In part 4, I'm going to go over Malachi chapter 3, verses 13 through 18. And it's going to give more info. It's going to confirm more on why we shall return to the Old Covenant or the Old Testament for understanding of prophecy of future, past, and present, for it all take place there. And Yahya explains why this Old Testament book was put together. And he also explains what we shall do when we are trying to understand who shall we serve and who we shall see that is serving him incorrectly. Shalom, my people.